Hey guys, Caleb with White Metal Games here, and I got a little video treat for you this morning. One of my resident painters, John Elbro, just finished up his most recent house commission for us, so I wanted to go over what he did and show you his most recent batch of models. So here we go. So this is a mixed batch. He's got some fantasy, some 40K, and some historicals in here, so let's just go through them. These are some historicals in 132 scale. They are a German army from the World War II era. And I'll be honest with you, I don't know a lot of details of what this thing is called. It's a little convoy kind of motor scooter thing for arms and armament. And you can see the little driver here. This is slightly bigger than 40K scale, which is at 156 scale. Or one that's slightly smaller, excuse me. And then you can see this truck right here, which is nice. He's put it on a scenic base. John's a real big fan of scenic dioramas and that sort of style base. You can see some nice weathering up here on top. And you can see some good airbrush work. John told me these are representative of the Eastern Front, which is great, I guess. But not being a war aficionado, I suppose that's good. The second model is this 40K style figure. You could maybe get by with it in regular games of fantasy, but probably not. We developed it just kind of for fun. It's a demon prince on a war bike. We liked the idea of a corn lord kind of rocking his big bike. So if I can bring it down here, you can see that it's based on a, what do you call that thing? It's an orc chariot or a corn chariot of some sort. It's like a throne or something like that, corn throne. And Throne of Blood. Aha, there it is. Sorry. We had to use an extra wheel to make it into sort of a motorbike, and we mounted this Demon Prince on there, and he's a conglomeration of a lot of different bits, including Tyranids, Chaos, this is from Hydra, I think, and just lots of different fun stuff, and he was a lot of fun to build. John had a lot of fun painting him. So you can see here, you got a nice fuselage down here. He's mounted on a scenic base, nothing too fancy. And then John did some nice contrast between red and blue, so it's fun. It's got this corn cannon, which is a lot of fun, and we've magnetized it so you could count this as a bunch of different stuff. You could count him as a Mauler Fiend, you could count him as a Demon Prince. We've put this, you got a flaming sword there, so that gives you an option. So I like to, when I count him as, if I was to count him as a Mauler Fiend, I would consider this sort of that plasma cutter option, and I might consider this if I was going to go with a different option. And then finally we've got these whips, big old flaming whip. And if you were going to go the Mauler Fiend route again, then you could probably count this as Lasher Tendrils or something like that. So he's a lot of fun. He's obviously a big model. He's certainly a tabletop centerpiece. We'll have him up on eBay here in the next couple days, I think. He's also done a round of fantasy models. This was the the pilot from a Warhammer 40K corn thing. I forget what, or not corn thing. I forget what they call it. It's not the Throne of Judgment. It's some sort of thing they carry around, some sort of palanquin, Chaos Arc or something like that. Anyway, I had this guy left over from a previous project, so I had John paint him up, kind of in fantasy colors, as like a giant executioner. He's a lot of fun. I like him a lot. Lots of nice detail there. Green is a fun cut choice for his armor color, and that's a rare choice. You've got this wizard-like guy. Let me see if I can't get the camera to focus in on him. And then you've got these two fantasy-style figures. Both of these are female warriors, and they kind of remind me of old-school D&D figures in their stances and the way they look. And you can see he's done some nice balanced flesh tones on those, and some good stark color choices. Flip those around. One of the things I really like about this figure on the right is the hair. He's applied a very, very light gloss, and it gives it kind of a sheen, which is kind of great. I've never thought about applying gloss on hair before, but I really like that look now that I see it. And finally, at long last, here's a Thousand Sun style Tzeentchian Land Raider. We got the idea for this project based on something Denim Imagination had done. We really liked their look of this arc mounted on top of a Land Raider, so we wanted to do something like it. So John has taken that theme and kind of ran with it. He's got some fun little bits on here that we converted up for him. He's got some nice symbology, or symbolism. You can tell it's early. And he's got some fun bits on there. So yeah, his yellow is a little thin, but it allows a lot of the blue to pop through, which is an interesting choice. And then you can see some nice highlights on that blue. So yeah, that's it for now. Everything will be up for sale except for the Land Raider. We're going to include that with a Thousand Suns army we're building now that we're going to be finishing out in the next 6 months or so. So otherwise, that's about it for now. We've got some projects we're working on here on the bench. We've got some airbrushing work we got to do for next week for this large dragon. Here's a mock-up of what we're trying to establish. So yeah, if you like what you see, give us a contact at contact@whitemetalgames.com, or you can also email me directly at caleb@whitemetalgames.com. And be sure to check out our Facebook page. You can find links to the Facebook page through our message thing at the bottom of this video. And until next time, put your minis where your mouth is.